What we have to understand here is that people only mock what they don't understand. And the fact is that the Christian faith and belief is one that is not understood by many, primarily because this is a faith of revelation. It doesn't make sense to people. How we keep growing. We continue to have gatherings and crusades for Jesus. We continue to plant churches and thrive in our faith amidst all the persecution. It doesn't make sense. And the best part of it all is there is a demonstration of true and real power, the power to set free, to heal, and to deliver. It doesn't make sense to people. And so their weapon of choice is to mock it. There's nothing new under the sun, because when Jesus walked on the earth, he was also mocked due to him not being understood. In Matthew 27, verse 27 to 31, it says that the governor's soldiers took Jesus into a praetorium and gathered the whole company of soldiers around him. And they stripped Jesus and put a scarlet robe on him. And then they twisted together a crown of thorns and set this crown of thorns on Jesus's head. And they put a staff in Jesus's right hand. And they knelt in front of Jesus and mocked him, saying, "Hail, King of Jews!" And then they took the staff and struck him on the head. And after they had mocked him, they took off the robe they put on him, and then they put Jesus' own clothes back on Jesus. Then they led Jesus away to be crucified. During Jesus' earthly ministry, he would declare himself as king, as the one sent to save mankind. He was telling people who he was, but they didn't believe him, and instead they chose to mock him. And a scarlet robe that they put on him, a scarlet robe signifies royalty and is usually an adornment of royalty. So these soldiers, through their mockery, were saying, "Oh, you think you're the king of the Jews, huh? Well, here's a kingly robe for you, your majesty." And after mocking Jesus, they led him to be crucified. But little did they know that the crucifixion of Jesus will produce seeds of Christ. We are the seeds of Christ, born of God to be the manifestation of Christ to our generation. And the reality is that the mockery we will endure will not stop. As a matter of fact, it will only get worse over time. But that should be our sign to plant more seeds. When they try to bury us, we will only rise stronger with an army of more Christians. The mockery is a sign to us all that we are doing something right, that our spirits convict people. The mockery should be the alert to us that it's time to win more souls for Christ, because the world truly needs Jesus. We are in the company of Jesus, who was also mocked because he declared the truth. And you see, when Jesus was mocked, he didn't argue with anyone. He didn't try to prove himself or defend his crown, because he knew that the proof is the cross. Our proof is in the resurrection of Jesus. Our proof is in the message of the gospel, the message of salvation. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believes. So I just want to encourage you guys. People are going to keep mocking us. They're going to keep throwing our faith in our faces. But we have to stay strong. We have to stay encouraged. We have to stay bold. Because it only means one thing. It only means one thing, that the Christ in us is alive. And Jesus is coming soon. So we better get to work and we better get ready. God bless you all.